Today, we delve into some of the most dramatic moments where arrogance led to spectacular downfalls.
Wait until I win. Follow.
From sucker punches to overconfident taunts, guys get humbled by their opponents. Let's get started. However, in the match between Terence Lewis and Michael Rush, this tradition was marred by an act of arrogance.
It has been a very entertaining one. Wow! There goes William Rush. Was he trying to shake hands?
Believing he was losing the fight, Lewis, desperate to win at any cost, sucker punched Rush as he approached for a glove touch. Fortunately for Rush, the referee was still between them when the foul occurred, and Lewis's actions were immediately deemed illegal. Although the fight continued, Rush was visibly hurt by the foul play. The referee ultimately stopped the fight and disqualified Terence Lewis for his unsportsmanlike conduct. So in the end, Michael Rush won over the cocky fighter. Anderson Silva, widely regarded as one of the greatest mixed martial artists of all time, met his match at UFC 162 against Chris Weidman. Known for his showboating and taunting, Silva dropped his hands and fired spectacularly. In the second round, Weidman capitalized on Silva's lowered guard, humbled by their own arrogance. The fighter Usman Ahmed was a very cocky fighter, and that showed from the start of his fight against Ashley Sexton. Overconfident, he entered the ring to up-tempo music, dancing and jumping around as if he owned the place. When Ashley Sexton made his entrance, Ahmed rushed towards him, staring him down and taunting him, which earned him boos from the arena. Despite the crowd's disapproval, Ahmed remained arrogant. From the start, Sexton dominated Ahmed, landing solid punches and controlling the fight. Even as he was losing, Ahmed continued to taunt Sexton, trying to show that he wasn't hurt. However, his bravado would soon backfire. With a minute left in the first round, Sexton landed a powerful punch that knocked Ahmed out cold.
Right hand, and he's been having success with that since the opening bell!
Ending the fight dramatically and humbling Ahmed in front of the booing crowd. Adrian Broner, known for his brash personality, promised in the pre-fight press conference that he would knock out Marcos Maidana, claiming it would be an easy fight.
It's gonna get ugly. It's gonna get ugly, man. It's gonna get ugly, man. I'm going for the knockout. He better be ready. Strap up.
During the weigh-in, Broner was close to starting a fight, being very cocky and disrespectful towards Maidana.
And we have a fight.
When the fight began, Maidana dominated from the start. At the end of round one, Broner resorted to dirty gestures against Maidana, drawing boos from the audience.
Oh, wow.
In round two, Maidana knocked the cocky Broner down with a powerful punch.
Maidana that sticks, another right hand! Broner goes down for the first!
A few rounds later, in round 8, Broner was knocked down again by a beautiful left hook.
The hook.
Shortly after the knockdown, Maidana accidentally headbutted Broner. Seizing the opportunity, Broner lay down crying and hoping for a penalty that could benefit him, but he didn't get what he wanted. In round 11, Maidana remembered the dirty gesture Broner had made in the first round and decided to return the favor.
Broner, very impressive in the fact that he's been...
Broner kept punching after the bell, which the crowd did not appreciate.
He is in tough tonight!
The match went to the judges, and Marcos Maidana emerged victorious against the cocky Adrian Broner, proving that arrogance and disrespect have no place in the ring. A very recent and highly anticipated fight saw Alexander Usyk facing Tyson Fury, who has long been considered one of the greatest heavyweights. Leading up to the bout, Tyson Fury displayed his confidence.
I'm gonna bust him. Sausage, ugly little man, rabbit. Run, rabbit, run, rabbit, run, run, run. Look at him, his heart's...
And when they had their stare down, Tyson Fury showed his confidence and acted like he owned the place. During the fight, Fury's cockiness was on full display. He made gestures and taunted Usyk, seemingly believing he was in control.
The home for that left hand to the body as well, Usyk. Taking a step back. And left from Usyk. Fury says...
However, this attitude would soon come back to haunt him. Usyk, unfazed by Fury's gestures, began to dominate the fight, landing powerful punches that had Fury on the ropes. In the later rounds, Usyk almost knocked Fury out, but Fury was saved by the bell.
Will he be saved by the bell?
And that's it for the bell ring.
Despite Fury's efforts, Usyk secured the win, proving that even the most confident fighters can be brought down by underestimating their opponents. In a memorable karate combat match, Davis Ferreras started strong, aiming for an early victory over Vitaly Cherton.
He doesn't like it when he gets put down. We got a left. Oh, it was so slow that he thought it was going to happen.
Ferreras dominated from the start, mocking and taunting Cherton with overconfidence. He even went as far as showing his tongue, convinced he would soon knock out Cherton. However, Cherton was unfazed by Ferreras' antics. Shortly after Ferreras' last taunt, Cherton demolished him with a flurry of precise strikes, securing a decisive victory and proving that underestimating an opponent can lead to a swift downfall. In a 2016 bout, Thomas Williams Jr. entered the ring with a confident demeanor. Stevenson quickly knocked Williams down in the first round, demonstrating his power early on. Despite this setback, Williams came back strong in the second round, shaking his head to indicate that Stevenson's punches didn't hurt him. Williams even invited Stevenson to hit him more, and began dancing in the ring.
The champ was staggered at the end of round 2.
Displaying a cocky attitude. This overconfidence, however, would soon be his downfall. Shortly after his taunting and dancing, Stevenson landed a powerful blow that knocked Williams out cold.
Superman.
The cocky gestures and bravado were swiftly silenced as Williams lay on the canvas. In the lead-up to a kickboxing fight between Badr Hari and Rozosek, Badr Hari's arrogance was on full display. During the early press conferences, Hari declared he was done being humble and confidently predicted his victory.
Wait until I win. Fuck being humble.
His overconfidence was further showcased during the weigh-in, where he aggressively pushed Rozosek, displaying a dirty and disrespectful attitude. As the fight commenced, Hari initially dominated, knocking Rozosek down 3 times with powerful punches.
I can just guarantee you there'll be
Shot down. Oh, he's down for a sec. Ready to go.
Despite his aggressive tactics, including a punch after the bell in one of the later rounds,
That's it. That's the round.
Rozosek's resilience shone through. Each time he was knocked down, he got back up, ready to continue the fight. In a dramatic turn of events, fed up with Hari's unsportsmanlike conduct, Rozosek launched a powerful counteroffensive. In what became one of the greatest comebacks in kickboxing history, Rozosek knocked the cocky Hari out.
It is over.
Securing a stunning victory and proving that arrogance often leads to downfall. Alim Nabiev, known for his ostentatious behavior, faced Cedric Doumbé. In their first encounter, Nabiev's showboating and mind games allowed him to win by a narrow split decision.
Alim Nabiev!
However, in the rematch, Doumbé came prepared and ignored Nabiev's antics. Nabiev's underhanded tactics, including sneaky attacks and rabbit punches, only served to anger Doumbé.
An exchange in the middle of the ring. And look at this. There's the back of the head. Stop. Whoa, time.
In response, Doumbé delivered a series of powerful blows, forcing Nabiev to dance around the ring before ultimately knocking him out.
Open up. Oh, Nabiev. Butterbean, a hefty fighter with a penchant for brawling, often faced opponents who mocked his physique. Jackie Beard, confident in his muscular build, taunted Butterbean throughout their fight.
Through this round. Looking to load up that time. Beard says, no, you hit me on the shoulder. Opens right up. Beard was doing a little hot dogging there.
Yeah, they like pillow
close unless you get hit with that. Mike Tyson, he does want Tyson. He thinks, look, he feels that Tyson doesn't fight more than 4.
However, Butterbean's coach had a secret weapon, chocolate syrup.
Boxing 4-round fights. Well, he's a good guy, and he knows.
Between rounds, Butterbean received a boost from this unexpected source which fueled his determination. With renewed energy, Butterbean unleashed a devastating right hook, knocking Beard out cold and wiping the smug smile off his face.
Oh, a big right hand, and that dropped him, and I mean dropped him. Bean's been waiting for that shot, and there was nothing fluke about that. That's it, he's still out.
Artur Szpilka, notorious for his dirty tactics,
gonna kick his ass. Remember, champ, I'm gonna kick your ass.
Faced off against the undefeated Deontay Wilder. Before the fight, Szpilka tried to provoke Wilder with a nasty headbutt, setting the stage for a heated battle.
Saturday, baby, you going deal. You going deal. You going down. Deal. Yes, deal. Yes, deal. Yes, deal. You going down. Yes, deal. Going down.
In the ring, Szpilka continued his taunting, dodging, and weaving with confidence while landing some solid hooks that momentarily staggered Wilder.
Szpilka dropped the straight right hand. On the top of the head. Big right hand there, but no left hook. The right hand and just missed another one. Wilder does get that one home.
Szpilka's overconfidence was evident as he mocked Wilder, but this arrogance proved costly. Wilder unleashed a powerful right hand that sent Szpilka crashing to the canvas, knocking him out cold.
There you go. He's caught him coming in. He's out cold. Referee just needs air time because he's sitting there counting. What are you counting for? Definitely. Don't back up.
In a shocking upset, Vladimir Klitschko was knocked down and out by the experienced Corey Sanders. The fight, which was expected to be a routine title defense for Klitschko, turned into a nightmare as Sanders' powerful punches forced Klitschko into a vulnerable position.
The eyebrow. Long time to go in the round situation. He was able to come back and knock Sanders.
Sanders is hitting him with.
And he's attacking to try to get out. And this is not going to go well. Another knockdown. The fourth.
Despite Klitschko's efforts, he couldn't recover, and Sanders emerged victorious. However, the Klitschko family sought revenge. A year later, Vitaly Klitschko, Vladimir's brother, faced Sanders in the ring. Driven by a desire for retribution, Vitaly methodically dismantled Sanders, delivering powerful blows and ultimately forcing the referee to stop the fight.
Schauen Sie, was der wegsteckt. Und geht dazwischen, der Kampf ist aus. Klitschko ist Weltmeister. John Charlie konnte es nicht.
Larry Holmes, a former sparring partner of Muhammad Ali, challenged the aging legend in a bid to capitalize on his fame. Holmes, confident and arrogant, believed he could easily defeat Ali.
We knock Ali out and we go home and spend time with my family.
I say Ali used to float like a butterfly, he used to sting like a bee. But when he fight Larry Holmes, he'll fall in round 3. I'm gonna fall in 3.
Throughout the fight, Holmes unleashed a brutal assault, and Ali's corner was forced to stop the fight to protect him.
Ali taking a tremendous punishment here. Angelo Dundee wants to stop the fight. That's it. They stopped the fight at TKO as a technical knockout.
However, Karma had other plans. Mike Tyson, a young fan of Ali, took up the challenge to avenge his idol. In a later fight, Tyson demolished Holmes with relentless aggression.
Larry Holmes cannot continue that round after round. Oh, a big right hand there. Kevin, how do you feel? It's up to 7 and 8. He knows he has him in trouble. It's the right. Larry's ready to go again. He's going to hang on, or they'll stop the fight. Down he goes. Larry's hurt. It's all over. He is knocked out. He didn't.
Delivering justice for Ali and reminding Holmes of the true meaning of respect. Lennox Lewis, a legendary heavyweight champion, faced a shocking defeat against Hasim Rahman, who knocked him out cold.
Oh, he's got him! He's got him! Has gone
Lewis has gone. It's another upset of...
Rahman's unexpected victory led to widespread doubt about Lewis's abilities.
Did you take him too lightly?
No, not really. You know, this is what happens in heavyweight boxing. You get caught with a good shot, you don't beat the count, they stop the fight. Simple as that, but there's always a next time.
In the rematch, Rahman's overconfidence and taunts were evident.
What you mean? I just said it. What you want me to say? Say what you want me to say. Same thing like what? Like what?
However, Lewis was determined to reclaim his titles. During the fight, Lewis used strategic punches to create a false sense of security for Rahman. Then, with 2 powerful hooks, Lewis knocked Rahman out, reclaiming his championship status.
Telling him not to counterpunch. Boom! Will Rahman get up, or have the tables been turned? Is it over? Lennox Lewis got revenge.
In 2016, the undefeated Rashid Kassim, known as Dream, faced off against Joe Murray. At the weigh-in, Kassim tried to provoke Murray by getting in his face, showing his overconfidence.
Why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? You're pushing on something? No.
Kassim's arrogance was evident as he displayed his cockiness before the fight. However, once the fight started, it was clear that Kassim was outmatched. In the first round, he was hit by a straight punch from Murray, which significantly diminished his confidence.
And he's caught himself now with a nice straight right-hand counter from Murray, and now it's Kassim who's in trouble and down.
Unbelievable. Where did that come from Joe?
Despite his efforts, Kassim could only last until the 6th round, where Murray's relentless assault led to him knocking out Kassim cold.
Oh, great shot! Great right hand, and that might be good night. He's struggling upwards bravely, but the referee said that's it, and he was a peach of a right.
Leaving him defeated and humbled. Denapah Big Shot Camp, a Thai boxer who transitioned to boxing, was known for mocking his opponents to break their spirit. In his bout with Ahmed Dib, Big Shot Camp immediately showcased his clownish behavior, taunting Dib.
Undefeated, 12 fights, 12 wins, 7 inside the...
He's making a lot of facial gestures here. Not much of this, I can tell you. Have a look at this.
He's creating some banter, isn't he?
300 Muay Thai fights before he went into boxing. Maybe, yeah, keep him up a bit.
Is a complete sign of disrespect.
However, Dib remained focused and stuck to his traditional fighting style. During an exchange, Big Shot Camp's showboating cost him dearly as Dib landed a powerful double punch, knocking him down.
And once a Muay Thai fighter, always.
Yeah.
Sound asleep. That's a big victory.
Big Shot Camp, unaware of where and who he was, started doing push-ups.
Big punch. What?
But the referee stopped the fight for Big Shot Camp's safety, ending his antics. Rafael Reyes, known for his aggressive and showboating nature, faced the technically skilled Mark Magsayo in a bout for the IBF featherweight title. From the start, Reyes tried to intimidate Magsayo by taunting him and urging him to fight in the center of the ring.
Beautiful. Keep hitting me. Oh, now he caught up. He got into trouble with that overhand right.
Getting cocky, itong si...
Despite Reyes' provocations, Magsayo remained focused and began to systematically dismantle his opponent.
Good, they're exchanging uppercuts. Parehong malakas ang dalawang boksingero. Body shots by Magsayo. A flurry of left hooks.
Frustrated by his inability to break Magsayo's composure, Reyes resorted to a dirty tactic, delivering a sneaky kick to Magsayo's groin.
By Magsayo. Reyes comes back. To keep his punches up.
This underhanded move gave Reyes a temporary advantage, allowing him to land a few blows. However, Magsayo quickly recovered and unleashed a powerful series of strikes, dominating Reyes and forcing him to reconsider his unsportsmanlike behavior.
Oh, beautiful right hand. And Reyes must go down. Oh, another cracking right hand. Reyes in trouble.
What an uppercut!
Ultimately, Magsayo's skill and determination prevailed, and Reyes's showboating was thoroughly punished. Ricardo Mayorga, a former gang leader known for his disrespect and taunting, faced Felix Trinidad. Before the fight, Mayorga mocked Trinidad, carrying a poster of him and belittling his abilities. In the ring, Mayorga invited Trinidad to hit him, dropping his hands in a show of arrogance. This strategy backfired when Trinidad landed a powerful overhand left, followed by a relentless series of punches.
Oh, good hook. Oh, what a big left hook. There you go. Mayorga not throwing at all. Weathering the storm again. Trinidad hits him flush with an uppercut.
Up at the count of 9.
In effect, a savage left hook by Trinidad. Mayorga goes down.
The referee stopped the fight to prevent further damage, teaching Mayorga a harsh lesson about the consequences of his behavior.
I would never let a white boy beat me. I would never let a white boy beat me. I would never let a white boy beat me. I would never let a white boy beat me.
Bernard Hopkins, despite being 51, arrogantly challenged the young Joe Smith Jr. At the pre-fight press conference, Hopkins belittled Smith, claiming he would teach him a lesson.
We ain't gonna preach, but we're just gonna talk about common. Special. Common. Common man. Special man.
In the ring, Hopkins relied on his defensive skills, but Smith relentlessly broke through. Smith landed a powerful combination, knocking Hopkins out of the ring and securing a decisive victory.
The fourth. Good body shots again by Joe Smith.
Oh, big right hand by Joe Smith.
Hopkins, two possible opponents.
Oh, big right hand.
He's out. Outrage.
Oh, my gosh.
He should have 20 seconds.
This fight marked the end of Hopkins' career, as the aging legend was forced into retirement by the younger, hungrier fighter. Michalis Zambidis faced the provocative Gurkan Ozkan, who's known for his brash antics. Before the fight, Ozkan mocked Zambidis, even bringing a pillow to the press conference, suggesting he would put him to sleep.
At the press conference, I'm going to bring a pillow to the ring because I'm going to put him to sleep. I'm going to knock him out.
I'll speak with you in the ring. No, honestly, no, I'm not going to do nothing. I'm not going to do nothing. If you think you're tough, come on.
In the ring, Ozkan's taunting continued.
Zambidis will starve to death rolling. And Zambidis taunting. Gurkan taunting Zambidis. Sponsor! Kisser from Zambidis. Oh, Zambidis gets a kiss. Ozkan kisses him. End of that round. Two guys, they're talking to each other. I've never seen Zambidis talk to an opponent. Never.
It's certainly a very personal fight, Michael.
Extremely personal, Will. Ozkan looking a lot more confident in this round. Turns it around with the right hand.
As the rounds progressed, Zambidis' patience paid off. By the 12th round, he unleashed a series of powerful combinations, ultimately landing a knockout punch that ended Ozkan's mockery and secured a victory. The cocky rat was beaten. Melvin Manhoef, known for his sneaky actions, faced Bob Schreiber in an MMA match. Before the fight, Schreiber extended his hand in a sign of respect, but Manhoef arrogantly ignored it.
Once again, gives him the hand, and he doesn't want to do it. Well, the tone is set for this fight.
During the fight, Manhoef knocked Schreiber down and unleashed a barrage of attacks, including illegal punches to the back of the head. Schreiber, however, weathered the storm and retaliated with a series of powerful punches, ultimately defeating Manhoef and teaching him a lesson in respect.
He's almost unconscious. I think there's a big problem there. It's out, it's over. Melvin Manhoef is not really responding.
In November 2022, Olympic champion Bahadir Jalolov faced Curtis Harper. Harper, exuding overconfidence, quickly resorted to dirty tactics, including a sneaky headbutt early in the fight.
You're right. If he added power... Come here. No.
purposeful headbutt. Don't.
Despite being warned by the referee, Harper continued with his underhanded moves, trying to gain an unfair advantage. Jalolov, angered by Harper's unsportsmanlike behavior, cornered him and began to unleash a relentless series of powerful blows. Harper managed to survive momentarily, but Jalolov's continued assault left him no chance.
Now we threw an uppercut with the left hand.
And down goes Harper.
A lot of hurt here.
No, and this one is over.
Yeah.
Jalolov ultimately knocked Harper out, delivering a decisive punishment for his dirty tactics and reaffirming the importance of fair play in the ring. Let's talk about the Samedov versus Morisanu fight. Morisanu entered the ring overflowing with confidence, strutting around and mocking Samedov in an attempt to get into his head. However, the reality of the fight was a stark contrast to his bravado. Just a few seconds into the first round, Samedov, calm and focused, delivered a precise and powerful kick that sent Morisanu crashing to the canvas.
Смотрите, как проваливает и делает дурака из своего соперника. Хорошо колено! Здорово, попадание есть точно!
The knockout was instant and decisive. It was a humbling experience for Morisanu, serving as a powerful reminder that in kickboxing, true strength and skill always triumph over arrogance and showboating. Another notable fight is the Bongala versus Nabaye fight. Nabaye's cockiness was evident right from the start at the weigh-in, where he aggressively tried to intimidate Bongala, screaming in his face and displaying excessive bravado. His aggressive and cocky attitude continued as he entered the ring, but it didn't take long for his confidence to crumble. From the moment the fight began, Bongala dominated with superior technique and control. Nabaye's aggression was met with precise and powerful strikes from Bongala, who maintained his composure and focus throughout. In the end, Bongala emerged victorious. Yasuhiro versus Matsushita. At the beginning of the match, Matsushita was extremely cocky, making gestures and mocking Yasuhiro. Tired of Matsushita's antics, Yasuhiro responded with some gestures of his own, but quickly showed respect and focused on the fight. However, in the first round, Yasuhiro got knocked down, and Matsushita, thinking he had already won, started running around the ring in celebration. But the tables turned dramatically by the end of round 2. Yasuhiro, determined and composed, delivered a powerful knockout blow, defeating Matsushita.
Oh my God, what was that?
This victory was a clear example of how humility and perseverance can overcome arrogance and showboating. Pitbull versus Carvalho. And no, not that Pitbull and not that Pitbull. Anyway, at the weigh-in during the final face-off, Carvalho was incredibly cocky, making obnoxious gestures right in front of Pitbull.
To close out the quarterfinal round, the main event for the featherweight title held.
I'm a better striker than he is. He's only a counterpunch. You know, he started his career as a pitbull, but right now he's just a chess player.
Despite this, Pitbull remained calm and humble, not letting Carvalho's antics affect him. Once in the ring, Carvalho paid dearly for his cockiness. Pitbull dominated the entire fight, showcasing superior skill and control. In the end, Carvalho was knocked out and the cocky rat had lost. Let's highlight the Inoue versus Parenas fight. Throughout the match, Parenas was extremely cocky, constantly making gestures towards Inoue to show he wasn't hurt and that he was confident of victory. Despite Parenas' antics, Inoue remained focused and dominated the fight from the start. Parenas continued his showboating, but his behavior didn't last long. In round 2, Inoue delivered a decisive blow, knocking Parenas down and winning by TKO. Kerspui versus Kamish. The day before the match, during their final face-off, Kerspui was the picture of humility, keeping his cool and showing good sportsmanship. Kamish, on the other hand, was brimming with cockiness. He got up close to Kerspui, talking right in his face, trying to convince him that he was going to lose. Despite Kamish's disrespect, Kerspui extended his hand for a handshake, which Kamish arrogantly ignored. When the fight began, Kamish tried to look intimidating, clearly thinking he was going to win. However, as the match progressed, it became evident that Kamish's cockiness was misplaced. Kerspui's skill and determination shone through. And he ended up winning the fight. Kamish, the cocky fighter, had lost, learning a harsh lesson in humility. Severov versus Sidorenko. Like many other cocky fighters, Sidorenko's arrogance was on full display during the pre-fight press conference. During the stare-down, Sidorenko took a step forward and made a gun gesture towards Severov, clearly thinking he had the win in the bag. However, when the fight started, it quickly became evident who the superior fighter was. Severov dominated the match from the beginning, showcasing his skill and control. As the fight progressed, Severov's dominance became undeniable.
Вот продолжает наносить. Владлен продолжает пассивную защиту.
In a fitting twist, Severov knocked out Sidorenko and, in a moment of poetic justice, made the same gun gesture back at his fallen opponent.
Невозможно продолжать.
The cocky fighter had been thoroughly humbled. Time for some bare-knuckle action with Famez versus Teague. At their face-off, Paul Teague showed up wearing a clown mask, a clear sign of his cockiness. Despite this, Famez kept his cool. However, the situation escalated when Teague randomly pushed Famez. When the fight started, Famez didn't waste any time. With a single punch, he knocked Paul Teague out, making bare-knuckle history.
Fucking gold trucks for fans. Don't break trucks for Paul Teague. I don't know. He is down, and here is the count for Los Angeles.
He looked up right away and he sat right back down. So
The cocky clown was beaten in spectacular fashion, proving once again that arrogance has no place in the ring. Time for a Canelo fight, but he wasn't the cocky one. At the weigh-in, Kirkland exuded overconfidence, shaking his head and making gestures to show Canelo he was ready. Like all the other cocky fighters, Kirkland's confidence was misplaced. When fight day came, Canelo outboxed him.
Well, Canelo taking his time and landing the big shot, knowing right hand, down goes Kirkland.
And coming back.
And telling him to cut, there he is.
Uppercut, right uppercut continues to land. There's a perfect straight right hand.
In the end, Canelo took the W. Deontay Wilder versus Breazeale. At the press conference, Breazeale came out strong, making sure that Deontay Wilder would know that he was ready and not scared.
I'm Deontay Wilder's retirement plan. I'm gonna beat him so bad that he's not gonna want to ever lace up the gloves again. Nor is he gonna be physically fit and able to lace up the gloves again. This man's ugly face passes by. I'm sick of hearing you talk. It's time to get in the ring, May 18th. Square off, mano a mano, one-on-one. Ain't nobody can save you. Your brother can't be there, your uncle, your side girls, all that stuff, nonsense. It's me and you, one-on-one.
He boldly declared that he would beat Wilder so badly that Wilder would retire and that Breazeale would become the champion.
The power is real. You're going to feel every bit of it. I promise you that.
Wilder just laughed, knowing what was coming. When the match started, Wilder wasted no time. In round one, he delivered a devastating knockout punch.
So effective, there's a right hand following the distance up. That would be wise. There's right hand, and it's done. Brazil! Brazil is hurt. Open right hand. Down goes Brazil on a lead.
Ending the fight almost as soon as it began. In July 2017, Albert Pagara clashed with veteran Aukkavi Kumani in a highly anticipated bout. Kumani dominated the early rounds, treating Pagara with blatant disrespect.
He's really taunting Pagara. Come on, hit me. Oh, look at that, he's taunting Pagara. Abina, you made me.
They seem to be having a lot of fun.
He taunted his opponent, dancing around the ring as if the match was a foregone conclusion. Kumani's antics included belittling gestures and mocking dance moves, taking his lack of sportsmanship to an extreme level. However, Pagara remained composed and seized a crucial moment, landing a powerful liver punch that knocked Kumani out cold.
Too much clowning.
The arrogant fighter's showboating was abruptly silenced by Pagara's decisive blow. At a boxing tournament in Jakarta, local favorite Marek Mazuch faced Brazil's Leandro Silva. Silva entered the ring exuding confidence, seeking to entertain the crowd with his flashy moves and arrogance. He dominated the first round, clearly outclassing Mazuch, and even performed a Brazilian dance to mock his opponent.
Making him miss, and then, like you said, make just those short, sharp little shots. He misses again. And I believe that's Apollo Creed. No, that's what Apollo Creed did in Rocky.
The crowd was captivated by Silva's antics, but Mazuch's determination turned the tide in the second round. With a powerful left hook, Mazuch knocked Silva out.
That has changed the tide of the fight, and he has earned victory. Wow!
Bringing an end to his premature celebrations and showboating and turning the bout in his favor. In 1990, undefeated Anthony Hambrick showcased his showmanship before his fight against Booker T. Ward. Hambrick's confidence bordered on arrogance, as he put on a performance that seemed more suited for a ballet than a boxing match.
He looked extremely loose, very confident, and he puts on a show.
He danced around the ring with an air of superiority, evading his opponent's attacks with ease and showing little respect. However, once the fight began, Booker T. Ward channeled the ferocity of Mike Tyson, delivering powerful and precise punches.
Dick Johnson, Isaiah Thomas, and he has the smile wiped off his...
I feel like a champ, he said.
Booker T. right on top of Hambrick. He could smell it now. Hambrick, no balance, goes to okay.
He is
hurt. Survive the 20 seconds. It is over. 3 strikes and you're out. Booker T. Ward has come into the backyard of Anthony.
His overconfidence shattered in an instant by Ward's decisive victory, marking a significant moment in his career. Manuel Char's unsportsmanlike behavior against Alexander Povetkin was evident from the start. Char attempted to undermine Povetkin with grimaces and dirty tactics, showing a blatant disregard for sportsmanship. He used underhanded moves, trying to provoke Povetkin into making mistakes. However, Povetkin remained unfazed and focused on his strategy. He methodically dismantled Char with powerful and precise blows, eventually sending him out of the ring. The fight ended with Povetkin's clear victory over the disrespectful opponent, solidifying his reputation as a disciplined and formidable boxer. In a BKFC title fight, Hector Lombard resorted to dirty tactics by pulling his opponent's shorts and throwing an illegal punch, which incapacitated his opponent and secured Lombard the championship.
And new, undisputed BKFC World Cruiserweight Champion, Hector!
Following this unsportsmanlike behavior, a fighter named Lorenzo Hunt challenged Lombard and, during the stare down, Lombard again showed his sneaky nature by landing a cheap shot.
You know, Hector, Lorenzo Hunt in the ring. Oh, Jesus!
A couple of months after this, they both got in the ring. From the very first seconds, Hunt dominated Lombard, smashing his face and playing with him like a toy.
Fighters. And on cue, Hunt to the inside the right hand, drops Hector Lombard.
Hunt's relentless assault led to a unanimous decision victory, taking Lombard's title and delivering a harsh lesson for his despicable behavior.
New Police Gazette Diamond 185-pound world champion.
At the Cage Rage tournament, Attila Kubili faced Richard Boken. Richard extended his glove as a sign of respect, but Attila responded with a sucker punch, catching Richard off guard.
As I said, he's a brawler. It's what he's used to. You know, he's came into the elite. He's picked up a lot of skill and technique. But as you can see, he's too hungry. He's throwing the strikes already. He could get disqualified for this. This is really, really behavior.
The referee intervened, reprimanding Attila for his lack of sportsmanship. However, Attila's disregard for the rules persisted. He continued with illegal knee strikes to Richard's head. Realizing Attila wouldn't fight fairly, the referee took drastic action, choking Attila out and disqualifying him from the fight.
Versus grappler, but Attila's background is vale-tudo as well, so very, very similar in certain ways.
Grant Waltman looks as though he's struggling to pull Attila off of his opponent. Grant actually had to restrain Attila to stop him from fighting. Attila's getting aggressive. Behaviour by Attila here.
Richard Badkett walks out. Real controversy on our opening bouts here. Guys, what was it there?
Well, he threw the knee on the ground.
Attila's defeat was a direct consequence of his dirty tactics. The cocky rat had lost. At the Glory tournament, Harit Grigorian was dominating Myrtle Groenhart. Groenhart, realizing he couldn't win fairly, resorted to a cowardly sneak attack, striking Grigorian from behind.
According to all 5 judges, oh my! Defend yourself at all times! Hart with a big right hand KO!
Groenhart's premature celebration was short-lived as Grigorian's team stormed the ring, delivering immediate retribution.
You gotta fight the ring! People are attacking Myrtle Groenhart! It's insanity!
God, declare your winner, Groenhart!
Due to the controversial win, they decided to run it back in a rematch. Grigorian, cautious of Groenhart's sneaky tactics, attacked him fiercely from the start. Groenhart's efforts to fight back were useless.
Oh, and that right hand connected, and Groenhart is dead! That is a knockdown! The new champ in the making! Harit Grigorian hitting the champ! What is it? The referee!
Grigorian's non-stop assault ended with a harsh knockdown, and the referee stopped the fight, ensuring Groenhart faced the consequences. The cocky rat got a taste of his own medicine. In December 2023, Dana Batgerel faced Freddy Masabo. During the stare-down, Masabo threw his belt around Batgerel's neck. A clear insult to Batgerel's Mongolian traditions. Despite Masabo's early dominance and illegal moves, Batgerel's resilience never wavered. He endured a barrage of punches and 2 knockdowns.
Secondary flurrying here, the Mongolian trying to recover. Straight back up to his lead though here, and final round underway, all still to...
Finally, Batgerel seized his moment, delivering a perfect flying knee that knocked Masabo out cold. This decisive move avenged the earlier disrespect and showcased Batgerel's fighting spirit. In 2006, young star Badr Hari fought veteran Peter Graham. Hari mocked Graham before the fight, questioning his masculinity and delivering a sneak punch.
You're a kid, man. You're a kid. No, fuck you, man. Sit tomorrow. Kiss me, what are you?
Hey, no, stop.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Throughout the fight, Hari continued to show off, attempting flashy spinning kicks.
И удары невероятные. Тюнингованная модель боксера в ринге находится. Пушки – это удел Бадра Хари. Ярость таким облаком висит над рингом.
However, Graham remained composed and countered with a spectacular rolling thunder kick, knocking Hari down. Despite Hari's dirty tactics, including illegal strikes to the back of the head and a low blow, Graham delivered a final knockdown, ending the fight in dramatic fashion and teaching Hari a lesson in respect.
И попадает! Попадает Питер Грэм! Невероятно!
In February 2012, Vitaly Klitschko defended his super heavyweight title against Derek Chisora, who is known for his disrespectful antics.
Because listen, I am the baddest man.
Closer to the fight, he really ramps it up, like you're saying.
Go and on fight night, spat water in Vitaly's brother Vladimir's face.
Iron Fist, Vitaly.
Братья прекрасно понимают, вот всю... Опа, начинается.
Here in Munich, here you go.
From the opening bell, Klitschko dominated, landing powerful shots and breaking down Chisora's defenses. Chisora's wild swings missed, and Klitschko's composed, tactical approach steadily punished him.
Good ground.
See, Klitschko, he's not catching much, which he's always landed about 3 clean shots this round.
Klitschko won by unanimous decision, retaining his WBC heavyweight title and teaching Chisora a lesson in humility for his pre-fight behavior. On December 12, 2015, undefeated heavyweights Anthony Joshua and Dillian Whyte met in London. Before the fight, Whyte mocked Joshua, recalling an amateur bout they had years earlier where Dillian Whyte won against Anthony.
Hold up.
Yeah, 2009, that was my third fight. And
that wasn't no experienced boxing fight. That was a barn fest. You were shy, you got disheartened, you got beat down at the end of the fight, you fold over, you was running away.
Joshua, remaining calm, offered a handshake, which Whyte arrogantly refused.
So like December 12th.
No.
Be a man.
I don't want to shake your hand. I don't need to shake your hand. All this fake.
In the ring, Joshua began crushing Whyte from the first round. Whyte, realizing he was no longer facing an amateur, hit Joshua after the bell, sparking a brawl.
One on the bell there. Oh, and look at Whyte. Whyte's gone crazy. Banks is in there straight away.
Despite this, Joshua maintained his composure, delivering a powerful punch that knocked Whyte out, teaching him a lesson.
Door in there at the moment. Oh! Bludgeoned him with a huge right uppercut. Whyte. Stunning. Well, I'd said it in the last couple of rounds.
Let's talk about the Josh Taylor versus O'Hara Davies fight in 2015. Davies, a huge talker before the fight, spoke about having more power and intelligence, also predicting a knockout.
Is this the guy everyone's saying can beat me? I remember looking at Tony, I was like, are you for real? I was trying to fancy him in my mind why they think he can beat me. Like, there was nothing special about him, like nothing special.
However, Taylor had other ideas and was all over Davies from the beginning, landing a massive shot to the body in the first round.
That way anyway.
The punishment continued, and in the 7th round, Taylor once again knocked Davies down.
For that big right again. Oh, he's going to shoot feet. Timing. Is this his moment?
With the referee unable to allow more fighting.
Well, I thought Taylor, I lost hands down. I quit. I got beat. I couldn't breathe.
Josh Taylor had beaten the cocky O'Hara Davies, and it was now all over. In May 2022, Gervonta Davis defended his WBA lightweight title against Rolando Romero. Romero, full of confidence, promised a first-round knockout, claiming Davis had no chance against him.
Tank's gonna get knocked down 1 round, just like that. Nothing else need to be said.
He taunted Davis relentlessly, calling him names and making bold predictions. However, Davis showcased his superior boxing skills and patience, eventually knocking out Romero in the 6th round.
He seems kind of awkward, but in this fight, he's not looking.
There's a big left hand. It's over. Counter left hand from the Romero corner.
This fight was a clear example of why you should never underestimate your opponent. Time for Victor Ortiz versus Floyd Mayweather in September 2011. Ortiz was confident, promising to knock Mayweather out and claim the championship.
So I sense a little bit of nervousness around this area. I am the current WBC welterweight champion of the world, and that will remain. And I'm gonna teach you what it feels like to have that one on your record, bro. Saturday night, I will hold my hands up. I'm gonna put you on your ass.
Ortiz was sure he would knock out Floyd, but in the 4th round, Ortiz headbutted Mayweather and tried to apologize with a hug.
It's all over.
Who was in the wrong, Floyd or Victor Ortiz? Comment down below. In December 2020, Cuban boxer Frank Sanchez took on Julian Fernandez. Fernandez, known for his bravado, taunted Sanchez during the fight, calling for punches.
I think Sanchez would do very well in that fight. Hunter is a very good boxer.
At one point, Fernandez even dared Sanchez to hit him, lowering his guard and showboating in the ring.
It's like a scene out of Rocky 3 with Mr.
Sanchez obliged and delivered a brutal knockout in the 7th round, sending Fernandez through the ropes and out of the ring.
Like Fernandez is not winning any rounds. Oh, there's a hard right hand. And now on the ropes and out of the ring goes.
This knockout was a stark reminder of the consequences of taunting a superior opponent. Rewinding to May 1994, we see Roy Jones Jr. defending his IBF middleweight title against Thomas Tate. Tate came into the fight as the top contender, but spent more time mocking Jones than focusing on the fight.
Spoke to both fighters in the dressing room. I'm cautioning again, obey my commands at all times. Shake, gloves, and good luck.
He danced and mocked Jones during the pre-fight announcements, showing little respect for the champion. Jones, unfazed by Tate's antics, dominated the fight and scored a knockdown in the second round.
96 punches in round 1. And down goes Tate. Wow. His corner comes out and stops.
Tate's corner threw in the towel, ending the fight early and teaching Tate a valuable lesson in respect. June 2008, the much-anticipated rematch between Arthur Abraham and Edison Miranda. Miranda felt he had to prove himself after losing to Abraham previously.
Arthur Abraham!
At the beginning of the fight, Miranda decided to do some cocky gestures, trying to make Abraham think he was not afraid.
Obey my commands at all times, protect yourselves at all times. Good luck, God bless to both of you.
In the third round, Miranda gets hit, and after that he decides to taunt Abraham, mocking and making fun of him.
Here in the early going segment. Oh, big punch of the night!
In the fourth round, Abraham sends Miranda down twice with left hooks, ending the fight with a combination of right and left punches.
Without the second punch. That's true. That was a right hand, but Miranda is down!
7! Hey, come on! Can you continue? Okay!
That's the fourth time. Miranda's down, make it number 5 now. He's down 2 times here in the fourth. But regardless, Kelasa Semenyo says
Miranda paid severely for being overconfident and cocky. Next, we have an unforgettable match from March 2019. British boxer Sam Maxwell faced Frenchman Sabri Sadiri for the vacant WBO European light welterweight title. Sadiri had the upper hand, knocking Maxwell down twice in the early rounds.
An amateur to get to the final of the... Oh my goodness! Oh, he's got him again! Right hand this.
Feeling overly confident in the final round, Sadiri began showboating, thinking he had the fight in the bag.
There is still a long way to go, and he almost went there. He almost went with that left hand.
But with just seconds to go, Maxwell delivered a stunning knockout punch that left Sadiri floored and the audience in shock.
Oh, great shot! Left hand right! Well, where did that come from? I can hardly... He gets to his feet, and he stops!
This match serves as a perfect example of why you should never let your guard down, no matter how well you think you're doing. On August 19, 1995, Mike Tyson made his return to the ring and fought Peter McNeely. In the days leading up to the fight, Peter McNeely made some quite vicious comments about Mike Tyson as he claimed he would knock Tyson out.
Keep laughing, keep laughing. You're real funny, huh? If any one of you that doesn't respect me or what I'm doing or what I've been doing for the last 3 months since it was been announced, you're going against a guy like this, you'd have a big dump in your pants. On Saturday night, watch me kick Tyson's ass!
I'm just happy to be here. Everybody's made their statements. Mr. McNeely had a cute statement. I'm just ready.
Right when the fight started, Peter attacked Tyson right away, but was knocked down in the first 10 seconds.
The past few months, and here we go! Tyson comes right at Mike Tyson. Down goes...
McNeely stood up right away, running around the ring trying to show that he wasn't hurt. But Tyson sent McNeely back on the canvas a little bit after.
Tyson with a left hook, a right uppercut, down goes McNeely again!
Then a timeout had to be called by McNeely's manager to save him from further punishment. The referee disqualified the fight, thus giving Tyson a short and quick win. The cocky McNeely was silenced in under 90 seconds. In March 2004, Nate Campbell and Robbie Peden fought for the USBA super featherweight title.
Having good success earlier, digging those right uppercuts to the body. He's gotten away from it a little bit.
Campbell dominated the early rounds and began showboating, thinking he had the fight won. He danced around the ring and dropped his hands, taunting Peden. However, he forgot the golden rule of boxing: always protect yourself. Peden took advantage of Campbell's lapse in concentration and delivered a knockout punch that turned the fight around completely, leaving Campbell to reflect on his costly mistake. Felix Trinidad and Ricardo Mayorga fought in 2004 at Madison Square Garden, New York. Right from the press conference until the weigh-in, Mayorga said he would knock Trinidad out by the 9th round.
Serious hatred in 10 or 15 minutes.
Knockout in 9.
So notorious was his behavior that after delivering a couple of punches, he dropped his hands and asked Trinidad to hit him.
Now he tastes Trinidad's left hook. And this is a Mayorga tactic.
In the 8th and last round, an exhausted Mayorga went down as a result of getting hit with a shot to the body. 2 further harassing knockdowns of Mayorga confirmed the win with emphasis.
Tries to unload the arsenal against Trinidad. Trinidad comes back. Mayorga's on another savage left hook by Trinidad. Mayorga goes down for the 3rd.
David Haye versus Tony Bellew on March 4th, 2017 is a prime example of a cocky fighter getting instant karma. Leading up to the fight, David Haye's arrogance was off the charts.
Listen, you're getting absolutely destroyed. Everyone knows it. Deep in your heart, you know it. Deep in my heart, mate. Deep in my heart.
He relentlessly belittled Bellew, calling him a chubby little fat guy and predicting he would destroy him and leave him hospitalized. Haye even told Bellew's supporters to avoid watching the fight live because it would be too brutal.
If you're all so brave, bet all of the money you have collectively and bet it on Tony Bellew.
However, the fight was a reality check for Haye. Bellew showed no intimidation and fought smartly, while Haye, overly aggressive, resorted to dirty tactics like low blows and roughhousing. In the 6th round, Haye suffered a severe Achilles injury but continued to fight, struggling visibly. Bellew capitalized on Haye's weakened state, landing clean shots and taking control. In the 11th round, Bellew knocked Haye through the ropes, and Haye's corner threw in the towel, giving Bellew a TKO victory.
This is where Tony needs
The boxing world was shocked. The bully had been beaten, and the underdog emerged victorious. The fight between Lorian Marcoux and Tommy Broadbent is a perfect example of instant karma in boxing. Before the match, Tommy Broadbent was extremely cocky, insulting Marcoux and mocking his height. His trash talk set him up as the bully. When the fight began, Marcoux quickly proved Broadbent wrong. In a key moment, Marcoux knocked Broadbent down with a powerful left hand and then returned the favor with cocky gestures. Broadbent, frustrated and desperate, resorted to illegal shots, which made the crowd boo him for his unsportsmanlike behavior. In the end, Marcoux delivered a decisive punch that sealed his victory. Broadbent, the cocky fighter who tried to bully his way to a win, was defeated. The fight between Alexander Usyk and Marco Huck is a classic tale of instant karma in boxing. Before the match, Marco Huck displayed his arrogance by pushing Usyk during the press conference, trying to intimidate him. When the fight began, Usyk quickly showed who the superior boxer was. He outsmarted and outboxed Huck, demonstrating his skill and composure. During one of Usyk's attacks, he slipped and fell to the floor. Instead of allowing him to get up, Huck hit him with an illegal punch while he was down, showing his unsportsmanlike behavior. Huck's dirty tactics didn't go unpunished. The referee immediately took a point away from him for the illegal punch. Usyk, undeterred by Huck's antics, continued to dominate the fight. He taught Huck a lesson by maintaining his focus and delivering a masterful performance. In the end, Usyk won the match, proving that skill and integrity triumph over arrogance and dirty tactics. This fight highlighted how instant karma can quickly humble even the most cocky opponents. The fight between Joe Murray and Rashid Kassem is a textbook case of instant karma. At the weigh-in, Kassem showed his cockiness by pressing his forehead against Murray's, trying to intimidate him. Before the fight, Kassem displayed overwhelming confidence, believing he would easily beat Murray. Initially, Kassem performed well, but his overconfidence led to his downfall. He ran into a powerful punch from Murray that floored him.
And counter from Murray, and now it's Kassim who's in trouble and down.
Unbelievable.
In the 6th round, Murray delivered a knockout blow, leaving Kassim out cold.
Oh, great shots! Great run!
This fight underscored how arrogance can lead to a humbling defeat, with Murray's skill and resilience triumphing over Kassim's cocky demeanor. The fight between Ahmed Dib and Denapa Big Shot Camp is a classic example of instant karma in boxing. Denapa Big Shot Camp was notorious for his cocky attitude and mental games. In contrast, Ahmed Dib remained traditional and calm throughout their encounter. During the fight, Dib's focused approach paid off. He landed a double punch combination that put Big Shot Camp on the canvas.
I find always.
Yeah.
Sound asleep.
Even though it was clear the fight was over, Big Shot Camp, in a show of arrogance, started doing push-ups while on the canvas. The referee, recognizing the fight was effectively over, stopped it, declaring Dib the winner. This fight highlighted how Dib's discipline and composure triumphed over Big Shot Camp's cockiness, delivering a powerful lesson in humility. The fight between Claudio Marrero and Jesus Rojas is a striking example of instant karma in boxing. This was Claudio Marrero's first title defense, and he underestimated Jesus Rojas from the start. Feeling overconfident and cocky, Marrero humiliated Rojas, shoving and mocking him throughout the match.
Realmente, explosividad tiene. Tiene 22 victorias.
Marrero began strong, landing quick, multi-punch combinations, and seemed in control. He bullied Rojas with dirty punches and arrogant gestures, clearly not taking his opponent seriously.
Por la razón que no puede superar la presión que le está poniendo Rojas.
Marrero's disrespect was evident as he saw Rojas as no real threat. However, Rojas stayed resilient and bided his time. In a stunning twist, Rojas landed a powerful punch that sent Marrero crashing to the canvas. The cocky champion who had spent the match taunting and disrespecting his opponent was humbled in an instant. Jesus Rojas's victory was a powerful reminder that arrogance and dirty tactics can lead to a downfall. Rojas's perseverance and determination paid off, proving that respect and focus are key to true success in the ring. The fight between Ryan Garcia and Rodriguez Braulio at the legendary Madison Square Garden was a dramatic display of instant karma. At the weigh-in, Rodriguez, being sneaky and disrespectful, shoved Garcia, causing him to hit a girl standing behind him. Rodriguez continued to insult and provoke Garcia, not taking him seriously. From the first round, Rodriguez tried to taunt Garcia, but Garcia remained focused and composed. Despite Rodriguez spending most of the time in the ring mocking him, Garcia's superior speed and skill were evident. Rodriguez became frustrated and resorted to illegal punches, losing points in the process.
That looked low. There's a certain time you do the shuffle, Ali shuffling.
He is game, firing back hard, and now he gets a warning from Ron Lipton.
Rodriguez tried to show that Garcia's punches didn't hurt by making faces, but it was clear he was struggling. Garcia's relentless pace and precision eventually led to a knockout later in the fight, humbling the cocky Rodriguez.
Another one, and a hook, and down he goes! And he did. That was sensational for Ryan Garcia.
In a touching moment after his victory, Garcia hugged the girl who had been hit during the weigh-in, showing his respect and sportsmanship. This fight was a clear example of how arrogance and disrespect can lead to a downfall, with Garcia's skill and humility triumphing in the end. The fight between Mike Tyson and Peter McNeely marked Tyson's first bout since being released from prison. McNeely, full of arrogance, disrespected Tyson, believing he was no longer the fearsome fighter he once was. At the press conference, McNeely boldly claimed he would kick his ass.
On Saturday night, watch me kick Tyson's ass!
Once the fight began, McNeely charged at Tyson aggressively, like a rhino.
The past few months, and here we go! And McNeely...
Tyson, however, quickly knocked the cocky fighter down.
Comes right at Mike Tyson, down goes...
McNeely, trying to save face, got up and ran around the ring, pretending he wasn't hurt. Realizing he couldn't win fairly, McNeely resorted to dirty tactics, headbutting Tyson in a desperate move. But Tyson remained composed and delivered a massive uppercut that sent McNeely crashing to the canvas.
Tyson with a left hook, a right uppercut, down goes McNeely again!
This fight showcased Tyson's enduring power and skill, proving that arrogance and dirty tactics can't defeat true talent. Tyson's decisive victory served as a humbling lesson for the cocky McNeely. The fight between Shane Mosley and Ricardo Mayorga was fueled by intense animosity, largely due to Mayorga's provocations and disrespect. Before the fight, Mayorga insulted and provoked Mosley, behaving like a cocky rat. At the press conference, he blew cigarette smoke in Mosley's face and performed a disgraceful act against Mosley's wife, enraging Mosley and causing a physical altercation.
That's bad. Come on, man. It's an athlete. Come on, man. What's wrong with you, man?
Are you thinking about pressing charges? I mean, that's definitely.
I don't need to press charges. There's nothing that a cop's gonna do more than what he's gonna do.
Determined to defend his dignity and his wife, Mosley entered the ring with a purpose. Throughout the fight, Mayorga continued his humiliation tactics, dancing and making gestures to mock Mosley. However, Mosley remained focused on his goal. In a defining moment, Mosley landed a powerful left hook to Mayorga's liver, delivering a punishing blow that ended the fight.
Rundą pokazał nam tutaj lwi pazur, no I korpus poszedł poniżej ciała.
The cocky rat Mayorga was finally put down, serving as a clear reminder that arrogance and disrespect have no place in the ring. Mosley's victory was not only a triumph of skill, but also a personal vindication. Thanks for watching When Cocky Rats Get Instant Karma in Boxing. These fights remind us that arrogance and disrespect can lead to a quick downfall in the ring. The sweet science of boxing isn't just about physical power. It's also about respect, strategy, and humility. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to Boxing King for more incredible boxing stories and highlights. Until next time, keep your guard up and stay humble.